Yeah. Okay.
Did you make that?
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heated though. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the date before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in Meth Doom. Hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Namaste but conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up? What is up, world? How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, we are here, episode 171, I.O.W. Sports Late Night. Allen, this is with your boy, Wildcard Mom. Yes, I'm in the middle, and I'm feeling good. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Get over that hump, people. Get over that hump. Yes. So happy to be here. As always, that's the homie 40 Water, a.k.a. Silent Hill TDS. And the homie J. Leo, you see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. The fellas, they call themselves the Hitchhikers. So going over to the YouTube page, go show them some love at YouTube on their Hitchhikers page. And while you're over there, YouTube, please, by all means, don't be afraid to go over to I.O.W. Sports Network on the YouTube, our YouTube page. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, spread the word, do all of that. Keep supporting the fellas because we keep putting on great content for y'all. So please, we appreciate the love and support. Most importantly, go to the YouTube page. That's where all the content is at. You can always follow us on the Instagram page. Yes, sir. While you're over there scrolling, looking for your Instagram models, go on over, show them some love on the Instagram page for I.O.W. Sports. While you're over there on Twitter, depending on how you feel about Elon Musk buying that joint, we still on there. But until you make a decision what you're going to do with your Twitter account, go show us some love and follow us on the Twitter. Shoot us out. Shout us out in a tweet. Keep showing love. Hey, and most importantly, please go over to the Facebook page. That's where you, the viewer, those who are watching and listening, get your chance to be the voice of the I.O.W. Sports, where you get a chance to drop your own sports takes. You get a chance to drop your own sports meme. You get your chance to spark a sports debate. And I'm telling you, things get hot in there, but we do keep it respectable, and we emphasize on network. You got a small business. You got other podcasts. Drop your content. Let the world see what you got going on. You never know. You might end up doing some kind of collaboration with the fellas over here at I.O.W. Sports. Never know. Never, never, never know. But now that we got that out the way, I'm going to do something different today because we do welcome our top plays of the night. But we're going to do this one different because I got to give a shout out to the homeboy, Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo for having one hell of a closeout game tonight. Close out them Bulls. Matt, what's up? Get up and get down. Get up and get down. But no, gotta show some love to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He get the wild card mark top play play of overall tonight. I mean, this guy was phenomenal. Look what this guy did today. I mean, 33 points.
Wow.
This guy is
Nobody even gets a
ridiculous
body
today.
on him here, though. That's inexcusable.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Gotta get a body on
first
him.
of our playoff doubleheader tonight. Don't forget, we got Denver in San Francisco against the Warriors. As Giannis,
MVP in my book,
as
in my
Giannis
opinion.
up top from Holiday.
In my opinion.
Well, here's the lob. Just a little push off there, but you
Yeah,
can't
a little
get
push
caught
off.
with quality shots every time down the floor because of the attention on DeRozan. But they're just not able to knock him down.
Whoa, is that a pass? A familiar theme. A DeRozan pass ends up in a missed three-pointer for the Bulls as Giannis barrels his way in, and that's going to be a block. Count the basket.
What do you do with Giannis?
There it is in transition. Billy Donovan not happy with that call.
In the opening round.
Can't do nothing with that,
20-point
man.
Milwaukee lead. They're trying to add one more to that ledger. Dennis Scott on our sideline as Matthews comes away with a steal and lays it in.
This has been 3 straight games of this.
Just complete domination, a lion nation.
Double. Great pass by Giannis. Might have his first assist.
One dribble, knocks it down. There you go. That's on you, Stan.
2 in.
So Lopez hit for the foul.
Great pass by Giannis, and it gets to close out.
Timmy, what up? Tim, what up?
Lopez wide open and a breakdown by the Bulls. Bulls with a little flurry here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it right there, and we can get into it a little bit about what's going on with the magic of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Look, y'all, he is my MVP. He's my MVP. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I meant what I'm saying. I mean, look what's going on with Giannis. Look what and yes, Tim, he is going to get 35 to 40 a night. But he was going to have to do that regardless if Middleton was playing or not. We all can't forget what happened last year in the playoffs, y'all. There was times where Chris Middleton went silent, scoring-wise, wasn't having good shooting nights, was up and down the whole playoffs. Drew Holiday was up and down the whole playoffs with shooting. You know what I'm saying? And they're supposed to be the two guys that Giannis is supposed to be looking at to help him take off some of this offensive load. And what did Giannis have to do last year? That man, Giannis, had to put on a damn show the whole playoffs last year. This year ain't no damn different. And so now that Middleton's out with the injury, Drew Holiday's still kind of up and down with his play, offensive production. Yeah. At this point, Giannis has to put up a minimum of 35 points. He has to. These are the cards that he's dealt with in Milwaukee. This is the cards that you are dealt with when you are in a small market and you are the only pretty much max player, or that max player that they couldn't give the most to. Everybody else might get a max contract, but it ain't like max contract money like Giannis is getting. So you got to get some good. If you ask me, Milwaukee is a team of a bunch of castaways. Bobby Portis been, kind of bouncing around in the league. Brook Lopez been bouncing around in the league. You know what I'm saying? PJ Tucker last year when he was on the team bounced around in the league. Drew Holiday's been a couple of spots. So Milwaukee, to me, is built up of good players, but there's only one superstar in Milwaukee. So let's get that straight right now. There's only one superstar in Milwaukee in a Bucks uniform. His name is Greek Freak. He's a problem. All right, that dude is a problem. Everything else in Milwaukee, solid players. Call it what you want. I don't care what y'all want to say. Chris Middleton, he's a solid player. Solid player. If you get something spectacular from him, damn it, you had a great night. Drew Holiday, solid player. He ain't no superstar. Neither is Middleton. There's no other superstar on Milwaukee. So, hey, the fact that Giannis went out, got that title with that team last year, knowing that he had to be Superman and hopefully get some clutch play out of his other two supposedly decent stars, get some high energy points from Bobby Portis and Brooke Lopez or Robin. I don't know which Lopez brother it is. One of them long, lanky Lopez boys that went to Stanford. One of them. I think it's Brooke. But there's nothing. There's nothing spectacular. Timmy's saying I think they need Middleton to win it. I don't know if I'm ready to cave into that with you, Tim. I could understand if Tim, come on, Tim. Here's my thing. If Chris Middleton was looked on that level as like a Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh was when they had the team in Miami, then I would definitely agree with you that Middleton is needed. But at this point, when I can't even look at Chris Middleton and automatically account him for offensive production, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that dude's gonna put up 30 tonight. No doubt about it. You in trouble with Milwaukee. I can't say that about Middleton. He is a second option. I agree with you, but that's by default. I'll say this, and this is how I know about how the place is of Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. If Milwaukee was able to afford another max contract player and they had to move Middleton or Drew Holiday, Milwaukee would move one of them players in a heartbeat. Obviously, Giannis is off limits. But if a team says, say they go, hey, Atlanta, I want John Collins. And Atlanta says, well, you're going to have to give me back Chris Middleton and some other shit. And Milwaukee wouldn't even hesitate. And that's just how I feel about Middleton. And honestly, they might move Holiday. I could agree with you on that. They could move Holiday. I don't think Drew Holiday makes or breaks the Milwaukee Bucks' chance to get a championship. I just don't. Is he a good piece for that team particularly? Yes. I think Drew Holiday could be a good piece for quite a other teams, but I don't think he makes or breaks the Milwaukee Bucks' opportunity to get a championship. I mean, the Bucks start and end with, no pun intended, with Giannis, which is crazy that he plays on the Bucks and the dude moves like a deer. I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to all be, happenstance and all that is deer related. I don't know. Maybe is it still deer hunting season? I don't know. I don't hunt, so I don't know. But I'm just when you think of pretty much that run. Ooh, man. Here's the thing. It wouldn't work. I'm not going to say it couldn't work in Milwaukee with Julius Randle on the same court with Giannis. Because, Julius he doesn't necessarily need the paint to operate his offense. Pretty much he can shoot threes and everything else. he's a better shooter than Giannis. That's for sure. I'll say that about Julius. He's a better shooter. Um, he plays similar position. Yeah, they do play similar position, but the way that they play, style play wise, Julius can, like I'm saying, Julius can get his shot pretty much from the 3-point down. Giannis is, from the cup back. And he's just now getting to that point where, especially this year, and this is why I'm saying Giannis is my MVP, because you see that he's taking better shot selection. He's still a problem to stop to get to the cup. Obviously, those highlights I was just showing against the Bulls couldn't stop him from getting to the paint. Here's the thing about Giannis. He wants to get to the paint. And do you know what happens when you play him? He still gets to the paint. He still gets the cup. And so that we need to take that measurement of when you have a certain attribute in your gameplay that people know you're doing. They absolutely, for example, when Barry Bonds gets up to the plate, more than likely he's about to smack that baseball over the wall. So you either walk him or you don't give him nothing to hit. But if you give him a fastball down the middle where he get the barrel of that bat on, you got a problem on your hands. It's the same thing when you play the Tennessee Titans. Hey, that guy that wears the crown in the backfield, number Deuce 22, the Big Mac truck. We know what, defensive coordinators be like, bruh, we ain't doing nothing but practicing tackling this week. That's it. Matter of fact, we gonna practice tackling the fifth string left tackle because he's about the same size. So let's get our fifth string, 6'5", probably 275-pound fifth string left tackle. Let's get him over here and pretend to be a running back. We gonna practice tackling a tank all week. And then what happens when you get to Sunday? You either go down to Tennessee or you go somewhere or the weather ain't too good. And that man about to get 30 carries. You better put all 11 in the box. You better put all 11 defenders in the box. It's going to be a long day. So we got to recognize the true talents of people that do things that you know they're going to do and you still can't stop it. He's gotten better at free throw shooting, gotten better at shot selection, gotten better at 3-point shooting. That's part of that shot selection. He's only taken, 3 to 5 threes, and he's making majority of them. So he's, at least eclipsing 60%. Going 3 for 5 at nights, 3 for 4, 2 for 4. Come on. Giannis is doing his thing this year. I get it. Hey, Embiid's playing well this year. Jokic is still playing at MVP level. I get it. And I talked about low-key Karl Anthony Towns a few weeks ago. Y'all check his numbers. His numbers is up there with Jokic and Embiid. But he plays in Minnesota, so he didn't get those MVP talks. Yeah, just ask Josh Norman. Yeah. Come on, man. And to answer your question, I do believe that the Celtics and the Bucks are next up, if I'm correct. Obviously, there's a couple other things that need to get straightened out in the Eastern Conference. You got the Heat took care. Who they take care of? They took care of Atlanta. Of course, Boston took care of Brooklyn. Milwaukee has taken care of Chicago, and pretty much it's Philly and Toronto that is left. So Miami will get the winner of Philly and Toronto, And then that makes Milwaukee versus Boston. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Y'all like that, y'all? Do y'all like that matchup? I like that matchup. I like that matchup. You know, Miami gets Miami gets Philly or Toronto, the winner of that. In Milwaukee and Boston. I like that. I don't know about y'all. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? If NBA was smart, y'all hear that? If NBA was smart, that's your money matchup in the East. That's your money matchup. You better find a way to make sure you get all of those matchups on prime time. Because you want to see, because this is what I want to see. I want to see that same Boston defense. I want to see that same Boston defense, what they did against Kyrie and KD. What y'all gonna do with that damn deer called Giannis? Huh? What y'all gonna do with that? I'm telling you, you hear that? Ooh, I'm starting to smell it too. Come on, NBA. Smell like money. I hear some money. Come on. I, I hear some money. I smell money. That's good business. You right, man. I am paying attention to that Nuggets and Warriors game. I got it actually on the side right here. I got my little TV on this on the little side right here. I'm over here peeking. That's a good game. That's a good game. Nuggets, man. I give them their credit, man. Them cats is fighting. They fighting their ass off. They are not gonna go down. Well, first of all, they already avoided the sweep. And they said, now we gonna give you all we got, Golden State. I just not gonna sit here and just roll bulldog us. So they got a little fight on their hands. That's for sure. That's a for sure right on. Ain't that what the old head say, Tim? That's a for sure right on. Tim asks, what you think about the most improved player? I think Jai got it, but peeps are saying people from Jordan Poole from I do believe last night that John Morant was already named most improved player. Look at his stats. The man goes from I think he was averaging like 19 points a game to 27 points a game. So that pretty much what sealed it for him. Um, hey, I'm not gonna hate it. You know, I mess with John Morant. I absolutely love John Morant. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that I do believe he's definitely out of the MVP conversation. 92-90, Golden State just went up about 2 minutes left in that game. I obviously just because of the big massive leap in his point average, John Morant won that most improved player. No shocking. I mean, he was going to get some type of award. The man had a great season. I would say at least the first half of the NBA season, he was my runaway MVP. Then kind of slowed down towards the end of the season, and then, missed almost about 2-3 weeks. But Ja was really good last year. Well, he was only averaging 19. So when you average 19 and then your average goes up to like 27.2, I mean, they're going to give you the most improved player. And so trust me, I get what you're saying, Matt. I've been on John Morant train for a minute. I always thought he was damn good. And it was just a matter of time before he flipped the switch and turned into another level. So yeah, he was only 19. Well, but this is my point. This is why I think he got most improved players because, he fell off a little bit in the MVP talk in the conversation. But that's all. And yes, you are 100% right. The Nuggets are definitely doing this without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., two of their top 3 scorers are out. So you imagine if Jokic was getting help from Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. The Nuggets actually got a nice little roster if they're healthy, but that's the problem. Michael Porter Jr. has never been healthy. All right. He's never been healthy since back in college. He's been having back issues before he got to the NBA. This was what caused him to slip in the draft anyway, was because of his back. Because he barely played for my college team, University of Missouri. Barely even played. Highly recruited coming out of high school, but dude couldn't stay on the court. Had back issues. Pretty much was a one and done. He said, "Well, I'm gonna still take a bet on myself and still went pro." So, yeah, and I like Aaron Gordon as well. I think Aaron Gordon is a good little forward. He can catch fire at points in time to leap out the gym. Obviously, y'all saw the dunk contest him and Zach LaVine put on. So, the man can play basketball. Only problem is he was stuck in Orlando for that many years, so people didn't really recognize how good he was. And yes, I do know, Matt, Aaron Gordon, a former Arizona Wildcat. I'm pretty sure you were about to go there next, but I beat you to it. No. In all seriousness, no. Nuggets are playing their ass off. What's up, Anthony? What's up? He's saying win or lose, Jokic deserves MVP. And look, I'm not going to make an argument that he don't deserve it. In all seriousness, for me, it's Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. All three can walk away with it, and I wouldn't have no issue. So you won't get no qualms with me about that. And I mean, Jokic's been balling. I do know this: when they gave him MVP last year, they got bumped out the first round. If they give it to him this year, more than likely they're going to get bumped out again in the first round. So I mean, that's a tough thing to happen for an individual trophy, and then your team success really ain't too great. But then again, like we said just a second ago, when you don't have Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, who are two of your three top scorers, that makes it tough. I don't care what nobody says, and I'm not making an excuse. And you know what, Tim? You think Embiid deserve it? And I couldn't go against it. I literally can make a case for all three candidates of Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic. I literally can make a case for all three. I just prefer Giannis. I just think Giannis is just performing on another level this year. Certain things that you think that he lacks at or has trouble doing, he cares and he improves on it and gets better on it. So I'm a Giannis guy. I feel like sometimes when people got to pick, hey, who's the GOAT or who's your MVP, it's almost like it's the man version of what was that, Twilight? Team Jacob and Team Patton or whatever it was, the vampire or y'all know what I'm talking about. The damn Twilight shit. You was either the werewolf or the vampire side. It's the man version. Because we men, we talk about sport. And you know what this is what I love about Embiid, Tim. At one point we was about to talk about him like we do AD, always being hurt. But the last few years, Embiid's been playing through some injuries. Embiid's been playing through like knee injuries, back injuries, finger injuries. Now the finger issue now in the playoffs. He's battling through that. And by God, we'll talk about the 76ers in just a second because I got a whole spiel on those sorry sons of bitches too. I talked about them last night, but we need to go more in depth about it because Doc Rivers opened his mouth up today. And so we'll talk about them raggedy ass 76ers in just a second. But Embiid, Joel Embiid, him, I can't fault this man for whatever happens to the damn Sixers if they happen to cough up that 3-0 lead. It wasn't because of him. But we'll talk about that. But no, but to my main point, I love what Embiid does because he's managed a way to start playing through some of these injuries that probably earlier in his career he would have set out for. Um, and he still puts on great performances. Um, had the game winner the other night. You look what he does. His game overall, he's a menace in the paint. He'll block your shot. He can shoot outside. He's transforming. Him and Jokic are transforming with the bodies of big men and old in the 80s and 90s with those same body styles, but they're playing more than just in the paint. Like they're playing pretty much inside out and playing the whole half court pretty much. These big men that what Embiid, Jokic, and Karl Anthony Towns is doing. Yes, I am not going to let people forget how good Karl Anthony Towns is. All right, if we're going to talk about how good Jokic and Embiid is, we better put Anthony Towns in there. All right, we got to give this man his flowers. Karl Anthony Towns is just as good as Jokic and Embiid. Check the numbers. Better yet, watch the game. There's really not that much of a difference between those three at all. Not that much of a difference. Well, I mean, except the obvious that, but style wise and getting and being effective. Come on, man. Come on. I know. Karl Anthony Towns is from Jersey. Yeah, we get it, Matt. We get it. Remnant speaking on Twilight. Did you see that new long ass track? Man, I ain't watched that old man. No. I'm sorry. I couldn't watch it, Anthony, because I am so pro Marvel. I can't watch. Well, okay. I am pro Marvel, but the only Batman series that I cared to watch was that Batman series they just did with Christian Bale. And then, I'm 34, so take me back to the old school Batman where we got Val Kilmer in there. I watched that one when Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze and Jim Carrey was playing the Riddler. Danny DeVito was the Penguin. Take me back there when Michael Keaton was playing Batman. Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer when they were playing Batman. And then Christian Bale was the last Batman. Anything past that, I ain't watch. Because I knew Ben Affleck was gonna be trash. I knew Ben Affleck was gonna be dookie. And they say Robert Pattinson, Mr. Twilight Man. Yeah, I knew he would. Nah, I ain't even gonna waste my time. First of all, you caught up in Twilight, so there's no way that I can unsee Twilight and then see your ass as Batman. It just can't happen. I just can't. All right. And just went final 102-98 Golden State. They take care of the Denver Nuggets. So that's another 4-1 series that the Nuggets gets bounced out of, but it is what it is. Towns is good, but the team play reckless. They do play. Hey, they're young and dumb. You are absolutely right, Tim. They do play reckless. They're young and dumb. Matter of fact, being reckless is what's cost him that game last night. If Anthony Edwards doesn't overplay and try to get that steal against Ja, he's in better position to probably not allow Ja get to the cup, and then now you're down 3-2 in the series. So you're 100% right. They do play reckless. That's more coaching, though. Coaches got to find a way to, hey, let's reel in all this young enthusiasm, this young energy, and conserve it into certain spots that's going to be more productive for the team. To me, that's more coaching. If you got a coach that's going to demand discipline out of your young players, but still be in the confines that you can still be you, Timberwolves would be a dangerous, absolutely damn dangerous team. But look, NBA, we need to stop. We need to stop blackballing Mark Jackson and get him back in the league. All right, stop playing. Anthony Towns, really, you need to stop smoking it. Let me stop. No, Anthony, we are not doing that. We are not doing that, Anthony. Anthony, we are not calling Anthony Towns a bust. That's what we're not going to do. We're not doing that. No, sir. We are not doing that tonight, Anthony. Matter of fact, Anthony, tomorrow, I'm going to do a deeper dive to show you how good Karl Anthony Towns is compared to Jokic and Embiid. We're going to break down this year's numbers for sure. We're going to have that deep down conversation tomorrow because we're not going to call Karl Anthony Towns a bust. We're not doing that. We can't. We can't do that. Whoa, Timmy, you're agreeing? What? Timmy, you're agreeing. I don't believe this. Y'all not gonna do this to Karl Anthony Towns. All right. This man has been put into NBA purgatory. All right. Sacramento and Minnesota, those are the places you go for your basketball career to die at. And if you are a young player and you get drafted there, good damn luck. The quicker you get out of there, the better your career is. Ask Kevin Garnett. Ask Kevin Garnett how great it is to get out of damn Minnesota and see your career blossom. Ask Kevin Love what happens when you get out of Minnesota. All right. Matter of fact, ask Andrew Wiggins. Look like his career is looking pretty damn good in a Golden State uniform. He got lost in the shuffle in Minnesota. We're not. I can't believe Tim and Anthony are doing this. We are not. I can't believe we're doing this. Anthony and Tim. We're really doing this. I'm glad. Come on, man. I'm glad. Yeah, Tim. Don't try to get back on my good side talking about that. Yes. They need to get Mark Jackson back in the league, but we're not going to overlook that you and Anthony calling Karl Anthony Towns a bust. We're not overlooking that. We're not going to overlook that. Adam, 1984. Good to see you again, brother. Says Lakers front office blaming Clutch Sports over the Russell Westbrook trade is ridiculous. Rob Pelinka needs to man up. He runs the team. He greenlighted the rest trade. Thank you. Adam, 1984, thank you. Because I am a Lakers fan, and I've been saying that for the longest. Stop with the blame game. You're a general manager. You're the general manager, Rob Pelinka. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to blame a sporting agency, LeBron, even though, LeBron is kind of that fault. I will say that. But you're the general manager. I've never heard of a general manager saying, hey, I'm just going to do what LeBron says and then put blame on him when it doesn't go right. You press the buttons. LeBron may be the one that may be puppeteering shit and pulling some strings to get shit in order. But at the end of the day, Rob Pelinka is the one that pushes the launch button. He has the launch codes. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get paid millions for as a general manager. Do y'all know general managers get paid quite handsome? Trust me, they ain't getting no minimum wage. They're not getting no minimum wage. They're not working, they're not working for chicken scratch like us regular folk, like us common folk. These general managers go to exclusive parts of the city. They house fenced in. So for what you get paid for, you better do your job. If you know for a fact that, hey, man, this don't make sense to have you and Russ on the same team. Both y'all cost too much. Y'all not leaving us a lot of room to build a team around y'all. And I don't want Russ on my team. That's all they had to say. Sometimes, here's my thing. I know the NBA want to have quote unquote this whole media thing saying there's so much player control. Bullshit. And I know that the players are trying to voice their opinions, but at the end of the day, these owners in these gyms ain't got to do a damn thing these players do or they ask for. They really don't. I know if I'm the GM and I'd say, hey, LeBron, nah, partner, I can't have this bum ass Russell Westbrook on my team. He can't shoot. He has too many turnovers. Matter of fact, your ass, LeBron, got too many turnovers. I need you to find a way to get your ass off the ball. Oh, this ain't gonna work. Well, all right. This is my team. You ain't no player coach. Ain't no player GM. Do y'all know that Jerry Krause told Michael Jordan no about certain players he wanted? Y'all do know this, right? Jerry Krause. Dude looked like he ain't never played basketball ever in his life. But that dude put together a hell of a team. Won 6 championships. Had a certain 23 didn't retire to go play minor league baseball. Might have been 8 in a row. Jerry Krause, yes, that GM said, Michael Jordan, I know you want input, but I'm saying no. Y'all do know this, right? So, this is it's just terrible. What Charles Barkley say? Terrible. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I know you never let me down. Never let me down, Matt. I appreciate you. Do you think this blame game could make LeBron and AD ask for trade? It don't look good on the Lakers organization once you start wants to play for the Lakers with this mess. Well, I mean, I've already said it numerous of times. It's a wholesale. We selling everybody on the block. Everybody. To me, there's nobody off limits on that roster right now. There's nobody off limits on that Lakers roster. Everybody's up for sale. Everybody. LeBron included. AD included. Damn sure Russ. Only problem is who's taking on these salaries? Especially Russell Westbrook. Nobody's taking on his salary. $47 million for that. There's gonna have to be some reconstruction. People will still take on LeBron. Understand, you're not getting you're not getting 23, 24-year-old LeBron. You are getting 38, 37-year-old LeBron that's going to load manage and possibly be hurt. I mean, let's not front on LeBron. He's been aching and getting banged up lately the last 3 years. Well, since he's worn a Lakers uniform, last 4 years, he ain't been making it all 82. Right? Let's call it what it is. Oh yeah, that's put to bed, Tim. You ain't gonna hear nobody on I.O.W. Well, you ain't gonna hear Wildcard Mars say that LeBron is a GOAT. I think that debate's dead, especially after this year. And I'm still trying to find out whenever did LeBron hop over Kobe. I still don't even know how that happened. I don't know how all of a sudden is Michael, LeBron, and Kobe. I don't know how that happened. That must have fooled me. Must be beyond me. Because I didn't co-sign that shit. Matter of fact, there's a lot of people I know that ain't co-signed that shit. So I'm still trying to figure that out. So, I mean, yeah. You're right, Matt. Good analogy. Just like the president of the war, he is the one who holds the power to press that button, and if he does, it means it's a go. You're absolutely right.
What's up, baby boo?
What's up?
What's up, man? How are you? I just got off a 2-hour, 45-minute jet podcast.
Just sitting here going in on some NBA.
20 hours to the draft. You're talking NBA? Brush that shit to the side.
Hey, we'll talk some draft all day pretty much tomorrow.
What's up, everybody? Anthony,
that's
Matt,
a fact.
I
think the Lakers should just rebuild. LeBron can't be the GOAT with 6 final loss. Just in general, there's a lot with LeBron that I haven't liked seeing. I don't like in his choice of picking and choosing when he wants to play defense, walking off the court, leaving his teammates to hang. There's a lot of shit that he's done this year that I'm like, I don't like that, bro. I just don't like it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I missed the player. I'm sorry.
No, we're just talking about just certain things, different basketball stuff. But last topic we were talking about just, LeBron's not the GOAT, and I said that debate been dead over here. It's been dead over here. But this is what Doc Rivers said earlier, and it's kind of in response to what I was talking about last night about
I actually saw this clip, and I felt like he was talking directly to you.
Yeah, I swear he was, because he must have heard me. So this is what Doc Rivers said.
I wish y'all would tell the whole story with me, all right? My Orlando team was the HC. No one gives me credit for getting up against the Pistons who won the title. That was an HC. Go look at that. I want you to go back and look at that roster. I dare you to go back and look at that roster, and you would say, not a hell of a coaching job. The Clipper team that we lost 3-1. Chris Paul didn't play in the first 2 games and was playing on one leg. And we didn't have home court. And then the last one, to me, is the one we blew. That's the one I said, we blew that. And that was in the bubble. And anything can happen in the bubble. There's no home court. Game 7 would have been in LA, but it just happened. So
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.
Hey, Doc Rivers.
Yo, is that the worst coaching throw my players under the bus that you've ever heard? Man, go Google that goddamn team. Did you see what I had to deal with? Go look that team up. Like, completely throwing the roster under the bus. Like, that team had no business being up 3-1. Did you see those clowns?
Here's my kicker of the whole clip. It happens. Like 3-1 leagues just magically get blown. Like, it happens. Hello, Doc Rivers. You're the only coach in NBA history with multiple 3-1 leads blown in the playoffs. No, it doesn't just happen. It happens to you.
Yeah.
It happens to you, Doc.
I will add on to that with this. If that team and that roster was good enough to be up 3-1, they were good enough to win a 4th game.
Finish it out.
If you're good enough to be up 3-1, you're good enough to win the 4th game. You don't do that.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. You got excuses now.
Exactly. Tim just said what I was saying a different way. 100%. You don't do that as a coach, man.
Yeah. Doc Rivers can be right, but he can also be wrong at the same time.
He could be right with his opinion, but he could be wrong for saying it. You don't do that as a coach. You don't ever, on any level. You were up 3-1, bro. That roster was good enough to be up 3-1.
You're good enough to finish it out. You're good enough to finish it out.
Adjustments got made, and you couldn't overcome, and it's happened to you multiple times.
So I'm sorry, Doc Rivers. This isn't it happens. No, it only happens to you in NBA history, and you've done it 3 times. There's no other coach with multiple 3-1 leads blown in the playoffs.
You are a habitual lead blower. A habitual lead blower.
Look, I could understand if this was a common thing. I could understand if multiple coaches were in his same shoes.
Oh man, I hope Steve Kerr gets multiple this year. That would be great. I hope
Steve
Kerr goes up 3-1 and it's like, look at that 10 years from now. Look at that roster I had with Curry and Clay and Poole and Payton. Look at those guys. I couldn't win with them. Man, and I'm going to tell you, I've been staring at this since 10 o'clock, and I didn't hit it at all. So
no, do you think? I just I can't. And I like Doc Rivers. I think he actually can coach, but sometimes Like you can't just give me, picking and choosing or whose fault it is. It's like, bro, just take the blame for it. You didn't make adjustments when you were up 3-1. The other team did, and they eliminated you. I get you had the injuries with Chris Paul. I get it was the bubble in 2020. I get it was the eventual Detroit Pistons winning in 2004. I get it. But when you're a 3-1, if you're good enough to get there, you're good enough to finish it.
You know what Doc Rivers is? Doc Rivers is a regular season coach. Playoff basketball is different. Different adjustments got to get made. And he's blown multiple leads, which tell me that stage is too big for him on the regular.
Last year, Philly's up against Atlanta. What they were 3-1, 3-2, something like that. They were up 3-2, and they were coming back home. Had to win Game 6.
Tom Coughlin.
Oh my gosh, man!
Put the sticky icky down, man. It's affecting your brain. That's a great comment, though.
That's the first. A coach saying the bubble in a negative light. Hey, it's the bubble. Anything can happen in the bubble. Yeah. Doc must be friends with Jerry Jones and Aaron Rodgers. They have something in common.
Did you see Jerry Jones's comment about his son?
No.
Like they were doing like their pre-draft press conference, and it was the coach and then Jerry and his son on each side of the coach at the table. And they were talking about the dynamic of the Joneses and who has like this and that with the pick. And I think Jerry Jones was like, well, when you talk about CeeDee Lamb, that pick was me. When you talk about Taco Charlton, that pick was my son. Dude, I thought it was fucking hysterical.
Yeah, Jerry doing throwing his own son under the bus. Yeah,
totally.
But they ain't gonna talk about how Jerry Jones had to get talked off the ledge about getting Johnny Manziel. So he ain't talk about that though. He ain't. That's
no. But he threw his son straight under the bus. I thought it was comical. I thought it was fantastic that Jerry did that.
Real quick little baseball talk. Just quick
Right.
Baseball talk.
Right.
I play baseball. Big homies play baseball. And check this out. There's some unwritten rules in baseball. And sometimes it leads to situations like this.
And he walked him, or did it hit him on the foot?
Hit him on the foot.
That hurt. Trying to struggle his way to his feet. But that one really hurt. If you're keeping track, that is 19 Mets who have been hit by pitches this year. No other team has been hit by more than 11.
I mean, on a 3-2 pitch, how can you miss that badly on a 3-2 pitch? Honestly, this could get a little ugly in the next 2 innings.
And it's up and in, and you had to know that was coming. And Arenado nods out at Lopez as if to say, I knew, and now he says, come get me. And here we go. You knew something was going to happen, and here it is. Both benches empty, and they are really going at it now. This has been brewing for the last couple of days. And after J.D. Davis got drilled in the ankle, bodies start to fly. And it sees Cabrera, who hit J.D. Davis, is right in the middle of it.
That's Pete in the middle of it.
Yohan Lopez, brand new to this team, but he knew what was going to be asked of him, and he dusted off Arenado, and Arenado took exception. He has been separated from the pack. The Mets' second bench clearing incident as the result of being hit by so many pitches. They had one in Washington the second day of the season, and now it erupts here in St. Louis. And I have to say it was only a matter of time.
Well, after Davis got hit, you heard me say it's going to get ugly here in the next couple innings, and here.
That's not even a fight. It looks like a gay mosh pit. I didn't see one punch thrown. And the dude throws a slider low and in. That
a little wrestling. Just a little wrestling.
Yeah,
little wrestling
he
in
throws
there,
a slider low and in that hit his back foot.
little
Like, if you're gonna hit
suplexes in there.
somebody, you're not throwing a slider. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? Watch how good I am with this aim. I'm gonna throw a slider that hits his back foot. That's just a pitch that gets away. Like, and then you throw one up and in after one off the foot.
Hey, I like some hockey fights, bro. Come on, Anthony. Hey, I love it when I saw a clip the other day. It was the Vancouver Canucks and the Calgary Flames, and literally, soon as the puck dropped,
Love that shit.
bro,
I love it.
the sticks
Why
and the
wait?
gloves
Why
drop.
not do it during the warm up?
Bro, I love it, bro, because it's like literally all five of them was scrapping on the ice, bro. Like they just soon as the puck dropped, like nobody even went after the puck. They just dropped gloves and sticks and just start going ham. You got like 5 different fights going on across the ring. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, no, Matt, you're right. The Mets been getting beamed like crazy. They've been getting beaten like crazy, and at some point, they're probably going to be fighting all year. If you ask me, at the rate they're going, they're going to be scrapping all year. But I just wanted to share that quick little fight. We got 4 more minutes. Big homie.
What's up?
So, Jacksonville Jaguars give Cam Robinson a big extension today.
3 years, 54. I think he got 18 million a year, right?
Yeah, 3 years, 54 million. Does that automatically take Nwaku or Evan Neal off the boards?
Right now, Trayvon Walker is minus 300. Yesterday, he was minus 200 to go Jacksonville number 1. Today, he's minus 300. That's a huge swing. Anthony, tell me what you saw. If it's the one with Elijah Moore as part of 4 picks to go for Debo, that's smoke. That's from a 49er fan hoping they get that. Joe Douglas is not overpaying like that. Joe Douglas does the raping. Joe Douglas does not get raped. I think it's a no. I think Trayvon Walker's the guy. I think Trayvon Walker is their pick.
Even over Aiden. Because Aiden's been getting a lot of love from them.
Are giddy today. You know the first mock I did, I had Hutchinson going to the Jets, and people are like, it's impossible. I was like, shh, I'm going to manifest this. Just like I manifested Seattle, I called them 6-11. They almost hit with 7-10.
Yeah.
I want and need Aiden Hutchinson to fall to 4. Now, if Walker goes 1, say Detroit takes a quarterback. Say they take Willis. Now, say Lovie Smith, who had 3 with Houston, they have 3-13.
They're going to get juice.
He could say, give me Sauce Gardner. They could have Sauce Gardner rated above Hutchinson based off of their scheme. And now at 13, he can go get another edge rusher like Karlaftis or Jermaine Johnson if he falls. So I think that it's not crazy if Hutchinson is there on the board for the Jets. And I just said this on the Jet podcast. You will see Joe Douglas pick up Robert Salah and put him through a table like the Dudley boys. Like it will be
out of celebration.
Salah will love every second of it because he would have got the guy that I think that they have number 1 on their board. And I think it would be absolutely amazing. I think the day, and if you're the Jets at 4, I said this too on the show. You could not pick a better 3 teams to fuck up the draft and have them be in front of you than the Jaguars, the Lions, and the Texans. Like if you're the Jets and you got the hand-picked teams that you wanted to put in front of you because somebody might fall, these would be the 3 teams that you picked.
3 poorly ran franchises.
Well, like if as a Jet fan, if we're gonna start to turn things around, you need some things to go your way. You need to sign a player that maybe you didn't expect to get, right? That you thought we'll make an offer, but we don't think he's going to choose us. You need a player to fall to you in the draft. And if Hutchinson falls to 4, the sights and the sounds on Jets Twitter and at MetLife Stadium are going to be just fucking amazing.
Yeah, it'll be nuts.
Yeah,
it'll be nuts.
Anthony's latest comment. Jackson plays with 3-4. Trayvon Walker is your Trey Flowers. He is your 3-4 end. Is he worth the number 1 pick? To be determined. You do have Josh Allen already, so you do have a good outside linebacker pass rusher. You're in a conference where you're going to have to get after these quarterbacks. So it's not a finished product, the Jacksonville defense, but I think adding Walker to Josh Allen, is really good start.
Well, I mean, let's look at it. What they got a year. You're going to face Houston. So I mean, right now the only probably person that really scares you on the Houston offense is Brandon Cooks. I mean, that's about it. Go to Indianapolis. Obviously, you got to worry about Jonathan Taylor. I don't know much pass options. I know they got Michael Pittman Jr. for Matt Ryan, but you're not seeing a lot of weaponry in Indianapolis offense besides Jonathan Taylor, who obviously is a stud who can still kill you if you put 8 in the box. And then you get Tennessee. Obviously, Derrick Henry tries a year, so you got to stop that. And AJ Brown. So I mean, you got a couple pieces of offensive weaponry in that conference. You do have the game plan for. You don't have a lot. It's not like you're in the AFC West, but
and you're playing the long game. If you're Jacksonville, you need building blocks. You need to hit whoever you take. It's what I say about the Jets with these first 4 picks in the 2 rounds. Whoever you take, you got to hit. That's all it comes down to. But whatever player the Jets decide, or Jacksonville, Detroit, if you want to get out of the top 5 picks, you got to hit on the ones that you do take. And that's why a team like Cleveland was down for so long, and the Jets have been down for so long. There's been so many picks that Jacksonville, Detroit, Houston, same people over and over. When they do hit, Houston's trading these guys away.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons outside of football, but you didn't have to trade Hopkins away.
Nope. You didn't have to let J.J. Watt walk out the door. You didn't have to let Whitney Merciless walk out the door. There's plenty of great players that Houston let walk out the door. Jacksonville, the whole team that took them to the AFC Championship team, a championship game in 2017. I mean, nobody from that AFC Championship team is there. Nobody. No, absolutely nobody. So, I mean, talking about poorly ran teams, they got to find a way to fix their shit and not get their shit together. And but no,
I can't wait for tomorrow. Like midnight hit, and it was like New Year's Day hit. It's like it's draft day. I love the draft when the Jets are picking at 19. So imagine the level of excitement that I have now with us at 4 and 10.
It's in Vegas this year. It's in Kansas City next year. We plan on I.O.W. Sports is planning on it a year from now. Mark my words. We're going to be in Kansas City for the draft. We're going to be covering it live, and we're going to be bringing the draft to y'all live next year. Fuck what y'all talking about. I.O.W. I'm putting it in the atmosphere, and we're going to speak it into existence. Giants taking who, Nick? It don't matter. Y'all need help everywhere. All right, Matt?
Right now, I would say you end up with – Hey, Doug, what's up, buddy? I would say that as of right now, Hutchinson falls to the Jets at 4. And then I'm going to tell you right now, the Giants at 5 and 7 end up with a gift. They end up with Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau.
They can't look. If they fuck up picks 5 and 7, oh, Matt, you're going to hear it from me tomorrow or Friday.
They can't fuck this up. They're building trenches.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. You this the Giants franchise we talking about now.
I know. New GM though. New GM. And I don't hold the past against the present. New guy.
You're right, because it's not Dave Gettleman. And obviously that was one of
anybody's
the worst.
A good pick after what they
that was one of the worst things to ever do was hire him back and put him back in that building. One of the worst things ever. So I you know what, Matt? I'll back off a little bit because of the fact that Gettleman is not there. Just because Gettleman is not there.
Like if Dave Gettleman was still the GM, it would be
I'd be all over it. Oh,
hold up, we're taking a punter at 5. Well, it makes sense. We really don't get first downs.
Hey, well, what? You want us to quarterback sneak every play?
But no, I think I really like the coach and the GM that the Giants have in place.
You know,
I think Matt Corral, Anthony, is a sleeper pick for the Saints. I think he's very Drew Brees-like. He's got the same size. He's got a good release. He's a little more athletic. He's accurate. I think that it could be one of their 2 picks if he's there. If we don't get Debo at 10, I'll just throw out some of my draft thoughts if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, bro.
This is the last night, and we'll touch base tomorrow. I can see the Steelers moving up for a quarterback. I could see somebody jumping if Detroit does not go quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I could see if say Thibodeau, Hutchinson, and Walker are the top 3 picks and all 3 edges are gone. I could see the Jets selling off to somebody who wants to come up and either take the best lineman. You could see the Saints move up and get a lineman because they lost Armstead this offseason to Miami. If the top 3 pass rushers are gone, I could see the Jets trading out and then getting someone like Jermaine Johnson at 10 or Karlaftis and then still having extra picks. If it's Philly or New Orleans, you got 3 picks from between 10 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come out of this draft with an edge rusher, a linebacker, and a receiver all in the top 20. You come up with 3 top 20 picks if you work this the right way. But it's all going to depend how it's going to fall. Like, I personally think the Jets have an agreement with the 49ers in place that if the 49ers wide receiver is there that they want, say it's Drake London, someone with size to replace Debo. If Drake London is on the board at 10, I fully believe the green bar on the bottom of the screen that says Jets are on the clock is going to break away like Thanos, and it's going to change to red, and they're going to say 49ers are on the clock. And then right then and there, you don't even have to wait for the announcement. The Jets have acquired Debo.
Yeah.
But I just think the contract extension's in place with Debo. I think the compensation is in place. I think the 49ers are just waiting to make sure they get their guy at 10. Whether it's Wilson, Williams, London, whoever it is, they're not going to make the trade until they know they can get.
So they know they can
Otherwise, they hold Debo.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of this, if you're the 49ers, you better make this goddamn trade. Debo's already said he's not coming to play for you this year. So if you don't make the trade draft weekend and you try to wait and hold out for too much, now you're fucking yourselves because you got to wait another 365 days to get the compensation for Debo because the draft would have already passed.
I'm still not in favor of the 49ers moving Debo. I'm just not.
He wants out though.
Hey, he may want out, but I'm like, bro, I'm not moving you. I will give you whatever you want. But I'll pay you.
That's what he wants.
and I'll keep telling him, I'm gonna say, what else do you want? Because I'm not giving you that. Especially when he's so vital to their offense. But all that you have said, it makes business sense. Because if he wants out, I can still get compensation for Debo, and I can still get a wide receiver that's top tier on a rookie contract, can do the same thing as Debo do, and hopefully get him up to speed as quick as I can. So, no, business-wise, it makes perfect sense. I get it. That's the business part of the football. But, man, God, what Debo does, man, that's the kind of guy you want on your team, man.
Yes, I do.
That's the kind of guy you want on your team, bro. You know.
Yes, I do. I think there's a couple scenarios that are interesting worth watching tomorrow. Detroit basically starts the draft because when you see Vegas moving minus 300 on a player and number 1 overall, it basically means we have confirmation from his agent they're in the contract negotiation already. Because when you know you're taking someone number 1, you could start contract negotiations with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the agent knows.
Somebody knows something, but no.
So Detroit starts it. Do they go Gardner? Do they go Hutchinson to try to help sell tickets and merchandise? He played at Michigan. That would be a huge thing. I'm sure Mel would be pissed if they pass on Hutch.
Draft starts at pick 2. I mean, look, teams like Detroit, Houston, New York Giants, they got a lot of needs at a lot of positions. So at this point, you got to take the best player available, period. It is what it is. We'll see.
It could be Gardner.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It could be Gardner.
You never know. But all right, folks, we're going to shut it down. please join us tomorrow because we will be doing a live stream at 4 p.m. our regular time of I.O.W. Sports. I'm still debating whether I'm going to do a draft stream. I'm still debating. I keep throwing it up and down whether I want to do it or not. But if I do, I'll make sure I send the link. Anybody can join me.
Oh, Doug, I got a little bowl packed. It helps with my mood. It helps with my mood.
Yeah, we stay smoking on the I.O.W. Sports.
I just started like the last week. I just started smoking like the last week. It's helped my mood. Like
he's still baby wings over there,
No, I mean I've smoked before throughout my life, but like
baby lungs.
I've been smoking like daily, like, and it's really helped my mental health. Like, to be completely honest, like no bullshit.
No, who you telling? Why you think? I don't think I'm so calm all the time. I'm too high to give a fuck about people being negative, bro. Yeah, wet behind the ears.
For everybody else, I'm gonna do a full round one mock tomorrow. Maybe like during the afternoon, I'll pop on and do it. I know people will be working, but this way it's out there. I wanted to get my final mock. I didn't want to eat up the whole show and do it. We might not be going to the stadium, so I might be in for 4:00, but I don't know if I'll be in for the whole show because I'm going to head to the kids. We definitely got to watch the draft together, me and the kids.
How about this? If you're going to hop on at 4, just do your mock at 4.
Okay.
And we'll just keep it at that.
Okay.
And then that will take 45 minutes to do that. And if you got to jump off, me and Mel will talk about other things. But we definitely got to.
I could do a top 10 in 45 minutes, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying we definitely gotta do a Nick Shine's final mock before the actual thing goes down. So look, y'all tune into that tomorrow, 4 p.m. You will see the great Nick Shine, the big homie Nick Shine, does it better than damn Mel Kiper. And look, check the tape, y'all. Go look at last year's draft preview that we did. Go look at the last year's draft preview, and Nick hit on about majority of half of those picks. So I'm just telling y'all. This is no bullshit, and so go.
Hold on. I got my.
Oh, you still got your notes from last year.
I'm looking.
Anthony Wild, he said my daughter be running in and out. I'll be telling her to stop every 3 minutes. I know. I got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. I got to tell them to get out the room like every time, all the time.
This is from February 17th. This is one that I did.
You hit on Najee Davenport. I know that. Or Najee Harris.
Najee Harris going to Pittsburgh. I hit.
Why did I say Najee Davenport? I don't know why that name got
Najee Davenport.
I know, right? Yeah.
Basketball or defensive back?
No, he played running back for Green Bay for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, how did that get in my head? I don't know. But yeah, I know you nailed Najee Harris. I think you nailed Travis Etienne.
I nailed the Jets trading up for Vera Tucker. I thought it was going to be with the Raiders, though. Remember?
Yeah,
they actually went up to the Vikings to 14.
You nailed that one. You nailed Denver getting Pat Surtain.
I nailed
Carolina. J.C. Horn. You nailed that one. You definitely nailed, because the draft was going to start with you guys at 2. So you knew that they was going to take Zach Wilson.
I nailed Gregory Rousseau to Buffalo at the end.
You did nail that one.
That was my last one that I nailed. I remember that. I had 26 of the 32 guys in the first round, correct?
Yeah.
So obviously the probability of nailing every pick, one team takes one guy and it changes the whole domino effect. You know, it's a butterfly effect, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Lindsay Davenport. Matt said in the chat.
That ain't she the I thought she was the the tennis player. Yeah, because she was going against like Monica Seles and all that. But no, I was thinking of Najee Davenport.
So I hit a few. I'm gonna start working on it tonight, and we'll be ready to rock then. 4:00 tomorrow, guys. Tune in. We'll do the mock. We'll have some fun. Maybe we'll have some free draft drinks, and then
definitely pre-draft drinks. No, ain't no might.
Man, not everybody. People might be driving home. They can't partake with us. You know, I mean, they can if they have a good soda can. They could put it in.
No,
I'm not encouraging that, people.
yeah, we're not encouraging that. But hey, please join us tomorrow, 4
I
p.m.
mean, if you're in the passenger seat, though.
Oh my God. See?
Or if you're in the back of an SUV with a tint.
No, sir. We're not doing that. On behalf of the big homie Nick Sean, I am Wildcard Mar. Check us out tomorrow, same midnight hour. Same Wildcard Mar. Peace and love, y'all. Have a happy Thursday.
Yo. Sound like LTD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick. Nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose dive into a free fall, speed ball.